How are you, Rachel?
Want me to go up and through or just clip it in?
How did the transition go practicing here on site for the first time?
Yeah, it was great. We came the first day, got a little run through and a little bit of a 10-minute walkthrough going, so the guys saw the place and they were used to it. But I thought they came out and practiced well today. They were ready to go. The schedule's been great. The people here have done an unbelievable job getting us all the accommodations we need, and our people back home did a great job with setting the kids up for success over here.
Does it feel like a bowl game? And you've coached a lot of bowl games, played in bowl games. When you do something like this, does it feel a lot like a bowl trip?
Not really. It's different. In a bowl game, you've had, however many practices. The opponent, you're kind of done, and by the time you get over here, we came off fall camp and we started game week. I know the guys are doing some stuff, but it's a little bit different. It's not quite the same as being at home, not quite the same as a bowl game, somewhere in the middle.
You gave out 9 Blackshirts. What was the process? I know you packed them. Did you give them out before practice, or did you hang them? How'd you hang them?
Yeah, they were hanging in their lockers today when they got here. And hopefully there'll be a few more. A couple guys that maybe just got here. We're kind of waiting to see how they operate in under the bright lights and when the live bullets are flying. A couple other guys are still battling for some spots, but hopefully we'll get a few more shortly. But the guys that got them, they deserved it, and they've earned those black shirts right now.
A couple of those stand out to me. One of them is Marquise Buford. This is his first one, as is Colton Feast. As it relates to Marquise, he has shown you, I think, a lot maybe in the last year and a half. Does that kind of mean he's found a firm role within the defense?
Yeah, I thought Marquise could have played last year. Not that he was ready to start or better than one of those guys, but I felt comfortable putting him in a game. This year he's done everything he's supposed to do. He's played some corner for us. He's played some safety for us. He's done everything right, and he's really deserved one. Colton Feast has done it the hard way. Probably one of the most favorite ones for me to give. He came here. He's a walk-on from UTAN, Nebraska. He's had to work hard at it. He's done it the hard way. And he's kept fighting, he kept getting better, he's kept grinding, and he's really proved that he belongs, and he's proved that he should be out there with the ones right now.
What was his reaction today?
I don't know. We took a different bus because the guys had a workout beforehand, so I didn't get to see the reaction.
Hey, Scott mentioned, and you kind of hinted at it too, that it was important or essential to have these guys who got those jerseys have experience in this program, have played in this program. Obviously, there's some guys who are going to start who didn't get jerseys. What went into that decision for you to want to have made them earn it on the field as Huskers?
Yeah, just because you're a starter doesn't mean you get one. And some of those guys, have probably earned the right to be out there first in the starting lineup or in a package right now. We just thought that, a guy that's been here for a year or two and this is his first start, it's a little different than someone that just transferred in. And we want to see him react in situations. We've seen most of those other guys in a game, whether they're the starter or not. We want to see how these guys react in the game. We want to see how they, play with their teammates, how they operate with the coaches. We just want to see them one more time live before we make that final decision.
Do you notice an extra bounce in the step when a guy's wearing a black shirt, or is it kind of business as usual, which is why they got one?
No, I think, you see, I don't know, bounce in the step, but you see a little different demeanor about him. You see a little bit more dialed in, a little bit more, this is real, this is happening. But I think you definitely see a difference in their demeanor.
I'm curious on those Northwestern quarterbacks. Obviously, you're familiar with Helinski. How are you kind of prepared for Brendan Sullivan, too, because he could be the starter? You have to go watch high school film on a guy like that? Or?
Yeah, it's anybody could be up. Right now, Northwestern always does a great job formationally, do a great job with different wrinkles. We've worked very hard on a lot of the unbalanced stuff from the last couple of years from those guys, a lot of the quarterback runs. We'll see, are they going to put someone else in for the quarterback runs? Are they going to do it with Wildcat? We've worked very hard on both, but we know that they're going to have some surprises for us, some different personnel groupings. Might be 2 quarterbacks playing, might be a surprise starter. We don't know, but we're ready for all of them.
How's the press box view up here for coaches? Have you been able to scope out?
Yeah, I went up there today. A little different being all the way down in the end zone. We're up in that one right there, I think 331. So it's you got a decent view of the field, but it's not quite like being in the middle like we normally are. So it's it'll be it's always a challenge every week, but it'll be a different challenge, just getting a little different view of it.
You're gonna be low or high? You?
Me? I'll be up. Yep.
Hey, what do you look for in an opener, like big picture from a defense? What do you want to see on Saturday?
Yeah, I want to see if these guys are who I think they are, you know, and by that I mean, will they play as hard as they have? Can they step it up a little bit? You know, I want to see big time effort. I want to, obviously, you know, we've had as much live tackling as you get anymore in fall camp, but we got to see if we can tackle. We got to see if we can communicate and make our checks when the stadium's full. We're in a new environment. It should be a great atmosphere, and you know, like I said, the bright lights are on them. So some of these guys are starting their first game. We'll see if they can operate.
When you guys get on this, or is there any concerns that you won't get enough time on it before you play?
I mean, we practice a lot on grass, and this grass looks unbelievable. So I wouldn't be worried about the playing conditions at all. It looks like a fabulous grass.
What are your impressions of what you've seen so far in Ireland? What stands out to you here?
What stands out probably first is the people. I have not encountered one person that hasn't been helpful, kind, courteous, generous. So the people have been unbelievable here. You know, it's great to see some new things. I've never been here before. Just like most of our guys, I'm sure there's probably only a handful that have been in the country. So, you know, it's cool to for me to see some of the older architecture and some of those types of things. But the people have been fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once you're walking off with this.
Yeah, we'll keep it. I'll keep it.